Hi, friends. Welcome to our Tuesday night Worship Express. Coming at you from the sanctuary again. I'll give people just a couple of seconds to jump on, and we're gonna get started right away. It's a beautiful day today. We are in the month of October, my favorite month, for lots of reasons. But for one, the weather is beautiful. We have been blessed with a fall that I don't remember being this beautiful for a long time, so that makes me happy. Tonight, I want to start with, I want to give thanks. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Pastor Gary. I want to give thanks for all of you who are able to take some time to watch these Tuesday night messages, the Sunday morning worship live that Pastor Gary does. I want to give thanks to all of you for being a part of this different kind of ministry that we're trying to do, and the fact that I feel like it reaches a lot of people that maybe we wouldn't have reached before. So just thank you for being here, and thank you for making comments or just letting us know that you're here. It makes me happy, and it's a good way to stay connected with people. Hi, Mom. So tonight we are talking about a specific passage that I feel like has been placed on my heart for the past several weeks, maybe even longer than that. It's something that, we can hear things, and we can, maybe that we've heard before, and it means nothing to us because we've heard it before. We're not really listening to it. Or we think that it's meant for someone else's ears, not for us. So tonight, I pray that you hear this with a clean heart, with some fresh ears, and maybe it is for you, or maybe it is for you to share with someone else. But I think it's an important message. And it comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And I know we have all heard this before, but like I said, I pray that we hear it in a different way tonight. Before the chapter is started, it says, "And now I will show you the most excellent way. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I'm nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres." And there is more. Your action step for the week is to finish reading this chapter. But this speaks volumes to me, especially when you listen to it and you read it at a different time than another time. If you're able to hear it and receive it with some fresh ears tonight, which I pray that that's what is happening. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we talked about how we have a human instinct, a fleshy part of us, and we have the Spirit of God, and those things battle each other. We talked about that a few weeks ago. Sometimes when we allow the human instinct to react instead of the Spirit of God to respond, we can bring our worst to the best people in our lives. And I have experienced it. I'm sure the people around me in my life have experienced it from me. My prayer sometimes for myself is that I can just lead with the Spirit of God instead of having to apologize for my actions later, which I do apologize, but I wish that I didn't have to do that at all. I wish that it was just always with the Spirit of God responding. When I was younger, I used to wish that I had a more direct way to talk to people, or that I was able to say what I meant, mean what I say, and people would hear me first, or they would listen to me first, or that my words meant more than someone else's. You know, I don't really know why, but I would see people around me getting things done with their directiveness. So I used to wish for that. The older that I've gotten, I realized that God made me in a way that my compassion and my empathy and my reservation of my spirit, my reservedness, if that's a word, takes over. And I think that has worked for my good and for the good of people around me. And we all have those things. We've all been given those things of compassion and empathy and the fruits of the Spirit that God has given us. It's a matter of, are we going to allow ourselves to put that out there, or will we succumb to the human instinct reactive side, which we all have that in us to do. It's just a matter of how we choose to use what we've been given. Another analogy that I will share with you is most of my life, all through elementary school, middle school, and high school, some of college, I was a dancer. And there were people in my class that were technically outstanding. And from judges' points of view on technicality, they would be winning whatever competition we were entering. But that being said, they had the technicality to deliver a dance, but they didn't have the emotion or the love that the audience wanted to receive in a performance. Not the same analogy as what we're talking about in 1 Corinthians, but to simplify it is sharing a message with the youth group on Sunday night. I could stand there and read a passage from the Bible, but unless I'm sharing it with love and conviction, it doesn't mean anything to these kids. Or, there was an old saying years ago that I like to replay in my head and remind people about it sometimes is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I don't remember for the life of me where I heard that, but it is very profound that someone could be sharing so much information with you, but until they know how much you care, your words don't mean much to them. And I believe it's the same in the way that we live our lives and we continue our walk with God and our journey. This has meant so much to me, this passage. And your action step, like I said, is to finish the passage, finish reading 1 Corinthians, and see how all of these messages that we've been talking about over the last couple weeks are connected with sharing God's love and doing it in a way that people will receive it and not be afraid of it, but your life can be an example to others who need some encouragement or need some proof that God does exist. My prayer is that you will be encouraged by this and that this will mean something to you. My favorite song right now, my family knows about this. It's by Danny Gokey, and it's called Keep It Simple, I think. I can't even remember because I just thought about it. But every time it comes on the radio, I turn it up and I sing it so loud. And he's basically saying, keep it real simple. Bring everything back to ground zero. Love God and love people. And that is all that we are asked to do, is love God and love people. And if we can do all of the things that we do, feed the hungry, deliver a message, read a book to a child, deliver a message to youth group, be a friend to someone and listen and show compassion and empathy and love, then we're doing something good. And so I hope that you find encouragement in this, and we'll be back again next Tuesday. And I just thank you again. Like I said, I give thanks for all of you who are able to take the time to be a part of this ministry and to join in and just be present. So have a great week, and I will see you next week.